two foster parents were banned from attending their kids' private school activities for the heinous crime of supporting LGBTQI plus people on social media. No, I'm not kidding. Jamie and Joshua are foster parents to two children who were enrolled in a private Christian school in San Diego, California. Now, they were enrolled. So, now, apparently, there were some parents that were not happy about some of these social media posts from Jamie and Joshua. They had complained that their posts on Instagram were not hateful enough towards LGBTQI plus people, and therefore the parents themselves were a danger to the children and should not be around other children. No, I'm, again, not kidding. Here's what Josh and Jamie said in a TikTok video. Quote, "We are very affirming of the LGBTQ community and said over the last few years they have been far more accepting as Christians of other people. Quote, our theology in this area has drastically changed over the years. We don't believe being gay is a sin." So now look, I like it when people change their minds. I know some people want to hold on to that and be like, but you're treating people terribly, or you had treated people terribly in the past and you had said terrible things. I get it. But this is what progressivism is really about. It is about changing your mind and becoming more accepting and becoming a better person. So I like it. I like when people progress. I like when people become better. I like it when people who were, formerly, were once hateful people realize, oh, yeah, that was really bad. Turns out hating people was really dumb and I don't want to do it anymore. And so I like it when people evolve. I like it when people change, and I like it when people affirm other people and their identities and actually try to do some restorative justice. I like that, and I encourage that to happen. So now, some people did not encourage that. Some people did not like that at all. Now, Jamie said, quote, "Because we publicly posted on that, things at our kids' school changed." Sharing on TikTok, the couple said that they were warned that they were, quote, "an inherent harm to kids," and then were subsequently banned from school events where children are present due to the posts, and once again, affirming the existence of LGBTQIA plus people. Now, if you're wondering, why go to those levels of nuclear? Well, it's because of the groomer smear that you hear all the time on the right wing. You have YouTubers like Matt Walsh. You have Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro of the Daily Wire over on Rumble, Twitter with Haya Rychik, also known as Libs of TikTok, Elon Musk. All of these different people say the worst things about trans people, the LGBTQIA plus community, but also their allies. They say things like, oh, you don't understand, they're grooming children, right? Well, that's a very specific charge without any evidence. Grooming essentially means that you are manipulating and prepping children, manipulating them, gaining their trust, etc., so that you can sexually abuse them. That you could be a pedophile. If you call someone a groomer, you are calling them a pedophile. And all of these people who are doing this, the Tim Pools, the Matt Walshes, they're doing this on purpose. They know this. They know exactly what they're doing. They're calling LGBTQIA plus people and their allies pedophiles without any shred of evidence at all. Because the vast majority of people that actually prey on children are in the churches. Matt Walsh completely ignores it and actually stands up for those people. Stands up for the pedophiles in the churches. People like Josh Duggar, who he defended publicly. So that said, these people have gigantic reach. They have millions of people that watch them on social media. They have a lot of money for advertising. So they get out there. And now you have members of the religious right who are convinced that anybody who's an ally to LGBTQIA plus people are either pedophiles or helping pedophiles. That's the result of this. So the implication towards these parents is saying that if you are affirming the existence of, gay people, trans people, etc., then you are an inherent harm to children. You do not hate gay people enough. You don't hate them at all. Well, that means you must be one of them. Now, Lynn replied to the comments that they had spent 2 years working with their local youth ministry as well as social work, helping children out. So, look, this is, putting your beliefs in action, going out to the community and trying to help people. I should like that. I think that's positive. But here's the thing. To those people, actually helping real children is not good enough. Because the whole point is not to help children. Christian nationalists would rather you be hateful than help a single real child. You see, good things, good works, good acts do nothing. They want hatred. That's what they stand for. They stand for hate. They stand for bigotry. And this is what's going on. Now, of course, after they were essentially told, you are a harm to children for not being a hateful person, they decided to pull their children out of school, and it's the smart thing to do. Lynn added, after the field trip happened, and we were informed, by the way, the husband was trying to be a chaperone, just signed up to be a chaperone. And then that's when parents looked through their social media and complained that they were not being hateful enough. So now after that happened and they were informed that they were no longer allowed at any school events where kids were present. Again, think of that implication. Quote, we really couldn't keep them there. Now, they decided to do, on the last day, the best kind of trolling, which I think you're going to appreciate. On the last day of school, the couple sent cupcakes to that school. Those cupcakes were adorned with rainbows and unicorns in order to make a statement. I like that. That's just enough passive aggressive for me to appreciate, because I love that. Look, not backing down, not flying into a rage, but just doing some passive aggressive baking. I don't know why, but I love it. I just love it. So, I think we need more of that. I think we need more love in the face of hatred, as well as, again, passive aggressive trolling. But look, after all, this entire thing is about love. It's about loving people who are different. It's about treating human beings as if they're human beings. It is about giving people rights and respect as human beings. It is about civil rights of people who are, gay and trans to live their own lives. And look, theologically, this couple, who seems to be quite religious, again, part of a private church, sending their kids to a private church school for a religious school and all that stuff, being active in their youth group. Obviously, these are very religious people. They are in the right here, theologically. I'm not a religious person. If you've been watching my content long enough, you should know that. But if you don't, I'm an atheist. But I love it when, religious people actually do the good things in their religion to help other people. Because I think that's ultimately should be the point. Getting into a community and then helping people that don't agree with you always, or don't believe the same way that you do, but still get along. That's the whole point. Helping people. And so you have this couple and countless other people. This is just one example where they're trying to be more like their Jesus. Jesus, if you read the Bible, doesn't give a damn about who you are. Immigrant, prostitute, doesn't matter. The only thing he asks is that you give away all of your worldly possessions if you're going to follow me. You cannot be a rich person and follow me. That's all he asked of anybody else. So, wouldn't it be better if you had all these Christians supposed, right-wing Christians that try to be more like that instead of the hateful bigots that we're seeing right now. Or just even like these people who are trying to do the right thing and be more supportive of people that are different. Now, this got a lot of support online, by the way. One of the most upvoted comments said, quote, "Welcome to Christian love." And I think it's a variation of there's no hate quite like Christian love. But again, that's right-wing Christian love. Let's be honest. Another commenter said, "You're the best kind of petty. Getting back to the cupcakes, your new school will be so lovely." As a pastor of Progressive Church, another one said, "May I say that you guys are absolute legends." Look at that, seeing progressive churches. Now, another person shared how they had similar struggles with their religious private school. Quote, "We just pulled over kids 3 weeks ago due to the same issue. My kids are doing so much better in public school and much happier." Another person says, "I love that you admitted that you changed your opinion. I'm a principal of a public school. You will be welcomed." And another says, "I love it and I applaud you for growing." Finally, one last one. "I think you guys are amazing, and it's awful you guys had to even change schools." Well, again, at the end of the day, they did the right thing. And this is what I want to see. Again, I feel like I'm too often in the bubble where there are people on social media that just want to tear everybody else down for like ridiculous reasons. I mean, if we're all just striving for, loving people, caring for other people, helping people, even if we have different like beliefs, like what religion you subscribe to or whatever, I don't really care. I don't really care if you're Muslim. I don't really care if you're Jewish. I don't really care if you're, atheist, agnostic. I don't care if you're, a Christian. I don't care. You're Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Are you doing the right thing for people? Are you trying to help people? Are you trying to make the world a better place? That's all that should ever matter. And so I want to give them big credit for changing their minds and trying to become better people, more open people, more accepting and loving. And I think people like that need to be encouraged and welcomed for being allies.